Just waiting on one more, and then we will go ahead and get started. Should be live within the next few minutes, guys. If you're excited for the first stream of the regular season, make sure to let us know in that comment section. All right, we are going to just go ahead and get started here. Hopefully Sean will be joining us soon. So 3, 2, 1, and bam! We are there. Yes, I know this screen is terrible for now. Hopefully it'll get better once Sean gets here, which should be soon. I will have to adjust that. But boy, do we have a lot to talk about today. Great weekend for the Canes. We started off our season hot versus the Devils and looked very shaky at points in the game versus the Flyers, but ultimately came away with the win, which we will always take. So thank you guys for joining the stream today. Again, we will be joined by Sean shortly. There are some setup things going on there. And so hopefully he'll be with us in a minute and we can go ahead and get this episode rolling. Hurricane Grims, welcome back. The game against the Flyers was a roller coaster. Honestly, speaking of roller coasters, I did not watch the game against the Flyers for the most part because I was at Carowinds in Charlotte, riding roller coasters. And Jack and I were watching it together, and we turned the game off after Philly scored what we thought was the overtime winner, which, of course, as you know, ended up getting called back, and then the Canes won the game. But yeah, we kind of raged a little bit. We're a little upset with how that ended, and then all of a sudden, hey, not so bad. So, want to cover today's agenda? We'll cover the 2 games we've played so far, some people that have stood out, some people that stood out in the game. There we go. Look at that. Sean is connecting to audio. What up?
It's working?
Yep.
Wait. Why is this not working?
It sounds like it's connected to your old audio device still.
Hold on here. Oh.
Keandre Miller's becoming your favorite? I mean, we're 2 games in and Keandre Miller has 2 goals. So he's on pace for 82 goals. I mean, well, what more could you ask from for the guy?
Okay. Talk for a second.
All right.
Talk.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, I'm a little loud, but everything will be all right. I'm gonna turn my own volumes up a little bit so I can hear a bit better.
Okay, I just turned my mic here down too as well. Is that okay?
Speak again.
Hello.
Yeah, you need to go way down.
Okay. How is that?
Keep going.
Is that better?
That's still way up. Hang on. I can adjust it. Since it's just you and I can adjust it. Go ahead and talk.
Wait, maybe this is volume for like you. Wait, you speak for a sec?
Hello.
Oh, okay. Sorry, this dial is for you, not me.
I'm gonna have to turn you way up in this mix. Sorry guys, we are currently figuring out sound issues because we're running a package we've never ran before, so that kind of makes a little bit of sense. So hopefully we are not too loud. Again, you guys just let us know if the stream quality is good or if it's terrible. What did you think of the games so far, Sean?
The games? I was a little scared, I can't lie, with the Flyers one. When overtime happened and Bobby Brink scored and it was took back, but...
Dude, Jack and I were like flipping out over at Carowinds.
Yeah, it was
we were stuck in a line for a ride that had broken down. And then we're like, you know what? They'll get the ride up and running soon. So we'll just sit here and watch the game. Or so we thought. I'll, like, zoom myself in a little bit here.
I'm just pulling the stream up on my other tab here as well. I love the thumbnail.
Yeah. Two down, 80 to go. We are going 82-0 this season.
I mean, hey, we're projected right now. We're on pace.
We are on pace for 82-0 this year.
What do you think about some of the injuries? I took some.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that, but I want to start off by talking about the first 2 games and setting the scene for where we are at currently in the Carolina Hurricanes campaign for 82-0. Really, let's see, 98-0. I think would be better. So
98-0, yeah.
98-0, baby. So, we start off our season on Thursday against the New Jersey Devils, who, you know, we're projected to be probably the 2nd best Metro team this year coming into the season, and it was projected to be a really close game. Devils maybe hoping to get revenge from last year, especially on the playoff series in which we kicked their butts. No such thing happened, though. At no point did Jersey hold a lead in that game.
It was a little close at first, though, in my opinion.
It was. It was close. Gameplay was close, but the Canes were either tied or leading the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, the 6-3 final score is a bit misleading because we did score an empty netter and then a after empty netter by Eric Robinson. So, really good game to start the season. You love to see the acquisition of Keandre Miller pay dividends immediately. That is amazing for the Canes. We love to see that as fans. And for me, I honestly agreed with him being the first star of the game there.
I mean, 2-goal debut. You can't ask for more. Maybe one to get a hat trick, but even then, that was insane. It was great.
Two goals, both of which restored the lead for the Hurricanes in the time of the game being played. Your other star, obviously, Seth Jarvis, who scored an empty netter and the game winner on one of the few good passes and good plays from Sebastian Aho in the first two games. Now, I'm not here to dump on players, but the eye test showed me that Sebastian Aho was a bit off the first two games. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. I don't think it was bad by any means, but I maybe expected more.
I think Aho's got himself such a high standard at this point that it's like him having an off day is better than most players being on their game. I mean, early season jitters will apply to everybody. Everyone's going to have, a couple passes that are not great. You're going to miss the puck a couple of times, miss the net on shots. But you could definitely tell which players were, homed in, ready to start the season, and which guys were a little less ready, we'll say. Again, one of the two guys that were completely on were Keandre Miller and Seth Jarvis.
And, hey, I'll even say Nikolai Ehlers, his speed, watching him just blow past some of these guys, it was very apparent, and I'm so happy we actually landed him during a free agent frenzy.
Honestly,
amazing.
I feel like there's one player Nikolai Ehlers reminds me of, speaking of Canes players all time. And he played for the team pretty recently, not too long ago.
Are you going to say Martin Nietzsche's? Yeah, I see that.
Now, Marty Natchez is currently tearing it up in Colorado as Nathan McKinnon's number one guy. But to each their own. Nikolai Ehlers, though, has looked noticeably good. And that is huge for the Canes moving forward. Because he's the guy you bring in to be kind of your power play entry guy. And we saw that a couple times on the power play. Not looking too great in the power play, or at least finishing wise. But there were definitely multiple zone entries where Nikolai Ehlers had the puck going into the zone, and he was noticeably fast. Which is what you love to see. I mean, Rob Brindamore did that with Marty Natchez when he was here for forever. And that's why Natchez was on the second power play line for a while, because
the speed.
Free entries.
Yeah.
And so if Nikolai Ehlers can become a more content with the organization version of Marty Natchez, then we absolutely killed this offseason.
Which, I mean, I think he's already proven that he's really happy. Even after the game, during the storm surge, there was a close-up with the camera. You can see the huge smile on his face. I think he's found his home, guys. I mean,
he signed here long-term, and Nikolai Ehlers seems like a pretty reserved and quiet guy, so I don't think he wanted some huge market to go play in. Mm-hmm. Not to say Winnipeg is the biggest of markets, but it's still a Canadian team, which automatically gets you scrutinized, I feel like.
Also, off topic, but we said this, and I think, was it the last podcast or 2 podcasts ago, that if Giovanni Smith signed with the Hurricanes, I was actually buying one of his jerseys. And for all the fans out there, here's a little screenshot. I blurred out some of the stuff, but that's a Giovanni Smith jersey right there. coming in end of the month. So
Nice.
oh,
Absolute W. Congrats to Giovanni Smith on being the forward to get a two-way contract, I believe, off of PTOs.
yep,
Um,
775, I believe,
yep,
for AAV.
775K. He'll be playing with Bradley Nadeau in the minors.
Both goats, both goats. Even got his jersey on.
So Mark Jankowski today was skating at practice. We're just gonna go into this. Actually, no. Let's get to the Philly game. So again, we have the 3 goals at the end of the Jersey game back to back to back to win that game. We get to Philly. Really, really dominant. Like, I mean, utterly dominant first period.
Mhm.
We're losing 1-0. In
I
typical,
think it was Zegras who scored
whatever.
for the Philly Flyers.
I don't know if it was Zegras or somebody else, but they score with like 20 seconds left. The late period jitters bite again, and you're starting the game down 1-0. Not too bad though. You get in the second period, you tie it up, you give up another goal, you tie it up again, you take the lead, and through the third period, it looked like it was just going to be, sit back, play good defense, and you should be just home free on a game that really should not have been close to begin with. And then they tie it. So here we are going to overtime against the Philadelphia Flyers with the 6-game road trip out west looming, which has always been tough for the Canes. And then just to stack onto that, when you get into overtime, for the most part, the pace of play was dictated by the Flyers, which got them a shot with Freddie Anderson completely out of the crease. Granted, he was moved a little bit, but a wide open net, banked it in, game over. Or so we thought. Upon further review, it was determined that there was goaltender interference on the play, which starts the game back up with less than a minute to play. I believe that Flyers were already in the room. I think they had to come back out onto the ice to play for another 30 seconds, where the Gostisbehere-Aho Jarvis combo once again delivers in overtime. This time, Seth Jarvis with the game winner with, an expiring clock, sort of, to avoid going to a shootout, which we almost certainly would have lost. Because outside of the, 2 months we had Evgeny Kuznetsov, we're not good at shootouts.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're in Rod's position for practice and trying to help teach, how high up on the list are shootouts? Because, come postseason, there's no shootouts.
You'll win enough.
I mean?
You win enough games as the Canes, the way you play, to not need to worry about shootouts too much. Like, getting that extra point in a shootout is less important than even practicing 3-on-3.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I think honestly, I think all of Canes Nation, all the Craziac community would agree with me in saying this. The area that we need to fix the most is the power play. Oh my gosh. Another kind of rough start for power plays to the season.
0-4, correct?
Huh?
0-4 on the power play, I believe.
No, Keandre Miller scored a power play goal in the first game. I don't know how many power plays we had in the Philly game because I was riding roller coasters at Scarowinds.
I was having Thanksgiving dinner, so.
Yeah. I'll definitely be watching tomorrow night.
Oh, 100%. We're taking on, I believe, is it Anaheim or San Jose? It's one of the California teams, I believe.
I believe it's Anaheim, but it might be San Jose. We start our West Coast trip. Now, you probably don't know this because you don't live in North Carolina, but do you know the reason we always have our road trip immediately?
Why is that?
So, the North Carolina State Fair takes place at the fairgrounds, which are conveniently located right next to Lenovo Center and Carter Finley Stadium.
Oh,
the
yeah. The
parking lots at Lenovo get used for the State Fair, which is about a 10-day, maybe 2-week thing. So the Canes always have 1 or 2 home games and then ship out west.
Well, I mean, at least that gives us a huge home stretch near the end, correct?
It gives you more. It gives you a bigger split of home games for the rest of the season, because you always have literally. I'm pretty sure the max you can have is a 6-game road trip, and we always have a 6-game road trip at the end of October. Normally, we have a game around Halloween, which ends up being our first home game back.
Oh yeah, because that's Halloween night.
I
I
don't know if
remember
we have. I don't know if we
other
have a
thing.
Halloween game this year or not. I know last year we did, and we like beat the ever living crap out of the Boston Bruins.
Speaking of that, did you see Brandon? I don't know if I say his last name right. Boosie
Hmm.
is most likely going to start at least one of the road games.
So I don't know what to think of that. Let me look here and see what the order of the games is that they're playing. Oh my gosh, Philly
And
is still beating Florida. I cannot believe it.
well, I
So
think
you know what? Tomorrow we're in San Jose. That's the game he should start.
that yeah, I
So
agree
we
with
have
that.
San Jose day off, Anaheim day off, Los Angeles day off, Vegas day off, another day off, Colorado day off, Dallas
Oh,
2 days off, and then we're back home on the 28th versus Vegas. Oof. Oh gosh. I mean, oh, poor Frederick Anderson, man. He's gonna have to do some heavy lifting here. I think. Am- if you ask me which game Bussy or whatever his name is most likely to play, it's probably against Anaheim. Um, because then you give Freddie a rest after San Jose. So
there.
I imagine Freddie will start tomorrow night, and then you'll give Bussy the game against Anaheim. And then you've got LA, Vegas, Colorado, Dallas, and I mean,
That's a pretty stacked
it is. It's a tough
few
stretch. Like
games.
I wish LA was not the first on that. If it was Vegas then LA, I would say start Freddie then start Bussy.
Boost, yeah.
Bussy.
I don't know how to pronounce
I
it.
don't
It's
either.
gotta be one. It's gonna be one of the two.
We'll wait till we hear his name called in a game and then we'll know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, after the LA game, it's Vegas, Colorado, Dallas. You really don't want to start a backup. Like like it's quite clear this guy's not an NHL goalie right now. I do not believe.
No, not yet. Still a
This is the equivalent
AHL
of this
starter
is
guy.
the equivalent of Spencer Martin. Off rip. But we also know what happens if you overplay Frederick Anderson.
Gets hurt real bad, out for a while.
So we don't want that. We don't want that either. We're kind of in a tough spot there because if you want to win the games, you're probably going to have to start Freddie in almost all of them. Like, I feel like at the very least, Freddie has to start 4 games this road trip. Maybe you decide that, like, in Colorado, you're going to give the other guy a shot. And you see how things go. But 4 of those 6 games are going to have to be Freddie Anderson games.
Well, there was also speculation too that eventually near the end, I think it is, Kachekov might hop on a plane to come over, but
Well,
still,
how long is hockey IR for?
um, I don't know. It can be pretty long sometimes too. But I just remember seeing an update about it that I think they said maybe like a week or two. But then again, I also saw the post about how there's a chance for like the last few games he might be coming there. So that could mean at least for maybe one of the Dallas or Colorado games, we might have Chekhov back, and Freddie wouldn't have to play, and you could put PK instead.
The
But I
player on
don't know how
IR may
likely
not
that
return
is.
to active play within 7 days. Though they may participate in non-competitive events such as practice and meetings. Okay, so 7 days. I was getting it confused with LTIR.
Mhm.
Meaning that Kochetkov being placed on IR today is out till the 20th. Which means, at the least, by the way, keep in mind this is just the least. Kochetkov. Okay, actually, this kind of works out okay if that's the day he's allowed to come back, because that means you stick Freddie at San Jose, you stick Boosie at Anaheim, Freddie at LA, and then on the 20th, you can play Kochetkov in Vegas. You can play Freddie in Colorado, and then take your pick between Freddie or Kochetkov in Dallas. So you can salvage the road trip if Kochetkov manages to come back in that 7-day stretch. The other injury we have not covered yet, arguably a bigger one, Jacob Slavin leaves the game last night, or 2 nights ago, with an undisclosed injury. Is not on the trip with the team currently, but Rod says he hopes that Slavin will join them at some point on the road trip. So, thinking about it now, I feel like there's clearly one goal in mind for this. Get through the first 3. Wouldn't you say so?
I believe so, and I don't think that's too difficult. Not trying to downplay some of those teams like Anaheim, San Jose, but I think we on pen and paper have a better team, and I know that's a big hit defensively wise, but this also gives a little bit of light to be, Sean on like Miller or Nikishin, because Nikishin was put on the third pairing, and now that moves him up to the second pairing.
Yep. So now the projected defensive pairings are Miller and Walker. You've got Nikishin and Chatfield.
Yep.
And then, is it Mike Riley?
Yeah, Mike Riley and Ghost. And they recalled Legault. I believe he's going to be...
is now the extra defenseman.
Yeah.
So Charles Alexis Legault might make his... He's definitely made his NHL debut in one of those, like, burner last game of the season type things.
I'm assuming so, but I can't remember.
Either way, there is a chance that Charles Alexis Legault, who we have talked about ad nauseum for the preseason, gets to play in NHL games before the game 80 mark. And if you guys missed episode 8 where we talked with Walt Ruff, first of all, go check that out. You can either watch the full live stream or the video we posted. The interview is the same, obviously, but go check that out. But Charles Alexis Legault looked really, really good. And if Legault came up, he actually replaces a righty. So
I was going to say that, yeah, he's a right-handed defenseman too, which is very helpful.
Yeah. Because then, I mean, unless you lose another righty, unless you lose Miller or not Miller, Chatfield or Walker, in which case it's just a wash. But hopefully we don't have to see Charles Alexis Legault for everybody else's sake, because it means everyone else stays healthy. All right, couple of comment here. Yeah, that Philly game, I was impressed at how fast he got down the ice and the force of his shots. I DK the MPH, but I was like, wow, got to be very high. I'm assuming you're talking about Nikolai Ehlers here, because we were talking about him being fast earlier. I mean, bro's nickname is Fly. And
he's super fast.
The team's already calling him that. I mean, Ehlers got wheels, man. So he's a player on that top line I think that's going to be very, very valuable. I don't think he's at his first point yet with the team. I don't think he got one in week 1, did he? Or the first game?
I'm trying to think, maybe an assist, but he hasn't scored a goal yet. I know that.
Alexander Nikishin has 2 assists.
Yeah,
Alexander Nikishin is a current point per game defenseman. Right,
also Ehlers has 0 points right now.
Yep, I figured.
Yeah.
So Ehlers probably gets his first point as a Hurricane on this road trip. Shane Gostisbehere, random stat, is currently leading the NHL in plus minus at +5.
Insane. And people still try to downplay him, but
that's crazy to me because most of his points I feel like come on the power play. So
100%. He's on line 1, right?
Yeah, he's the quarterback
right?
He's the quarterback for power play unit 1. So the fact that he is a +5 while being on that first power play unit as his main scoring method is kind of insane. Sorry, I'm just getting stuff
Speaking of stats, I know you guys made a post about it earlier, but Seth Jarvis. Every time Seth Jarvis scores a goal in a game, in the season at least, they've been 72, 5, and 6. What a stat
Holy
line.
crap. I mean, that's an ESPN stat if I've ever seen one. But,
That's insane.
I mean, Seth scores, good things happen. Seth scored in 2 games this season. What do you know? We're 2-0. So, I mean, hopefully he can keep it up. I got his Stadium Series jersey hanging up there behind me. The forehead signature is unfortunately long gone. But we love Seth Jarvis.
Wait, run that back. He signed your forehead?
Yes. Yes.
You gotta send me a picture later.
Yeah, I'll get you a picture. Guys, if you want, you know what? If we can get this live stream to 15 likes, I will go on the Craziac account and post the picture of Seth Jarvis signing my forehead.
Guys, we need to like this now. Come on now.
Also, little quick preview here. Actually, never mind. I'll get to that in a minute. But back to the defense. Jacob Slavin being out, of course, sucks. But I do like the opportunity this brings for the 2 new guys on defense and Keandre Miller and Alexander Nikishin.
Yeah, I mean, it gives more ice time for obviously our rookie, who as we've seen, has been doing amazing even in the shorter time that he's been playing. But I think this is good. It's going to give him a bigger role.
I think so too. Oh my goodness, the likes just shot up. We just gained
What are
3
we
likes
looking at?
after I said that. Absolute W. W fans, bro. I love you guys.
The best fans.
The
best fans.
Craziac community is the absolute best community out there, bar none. Cannot wait for tomorrow night, even though I know the West Coast trip is always frustrating. Especially this one, bro. Like, we're not even playing like Seattle and Vancouver this time. We're playing Dallas and Colorado instead. Like, what?
Yeah,
what a-
right. The
what a-
Mikko Rantanen rematch. That's forgot about that.
We get the Marty Necas rematch because we haven't played against either of those 2 teams with those players yet. We have not played against we have not played against the Avs with Marty Necas. We have not played against the Stars with Mikko Rantanen.
This is gonna be big.
So we're getting back-to-back games of Marty Necas and Jack Drury revenge game.
Wait, when is the next time we play the Leafs? Because that's the Caden Primo rematch. That's what I want to see.
I don't know when we play the Leafs. Are you gonna go whenever they play in Toronto?
Yeah. Actually, cool news for I met this guy. His name's Silky Puck Talk. Maybe one day he comes on as a guest. Who knows? I've got a plan to go to a Habs Leafs game with him, and he's gonna come with me to a Canes Leafs game, and we're both gonna help try and get some content or something. Maybe.
Let's go, man. Love to see that. Grayson Sonic. Sup, guys? Go Canes. Absolutely.
Let's go. Especially after those 2 games, you know?
Man,
on pace for 82-0.
How could you not be hyped for the season after the start that we've had? It's incredible. I don't think you could have asked for a much better start than that.
And I think, what is it? There are, I believe, 8 teams right now that are undefeated? I know it's so early on, but
it was 8.
It's less now, eh?
It's got to be less now. Let's see. Boston finally dropped a game. What happened there? How did Boston end up being one of the best teams in the league? Like,
yeah,
not to spoil, but I have Boston as one of the worst teams in the league, if not the worst roster-wise.
They didn't add anybody in the offseason, I don't believe. They lost people, I'm pretty sure.
No, on paper, they're terrible. Florida is currently tied with Philadelphia. I believe Florida's undefeated.
Wait, is Philly actually doing pretty good?
I mean, I think Philly's 3 games. This is their 3rd game. Yeah, they played Florida and lost 2-1. Was that regulation or yeah? That was regulation. They played us and lost 3-4 in overtime, and now they're currently tied with the Panthers again. So the worst they could do probably at this point is lose by 1. So I mean, they've played. If you guys watch the hockey guy, they've played 3 games now against the top 2 teams in the league. We were number 2. Shout out THG,
Let's go.
the hockey guy. We'll be number 1 next week.
I'm looking
Trust.
here. Oh, also, shout out Matthew Schaefer scored his first ever NHL goal the
Yeah.
other day.
I didn't even think
That's
he was
super good
gonna
to see.
play in the. I didn't even think he was gonna play in the majors this year. I thought he was gonna be a minor leaguer, but I was wrong.
Oh, yeah. No, I had him playing in the NHL just because, I mean, not to, belittle like Islanders as like a franchise, but they've been rushing their prospects development progress for so long. And I mean, Schaefer's really good. Maybe what I would have done is maybe give him like a few games and send him back to Erie, just because, well, he's young and the Islanders suck, and he's gonna have no help around him. And I mean, I don't really know what happened to them because they were a playoff contender for a good while.
I will put it this way: Matthew Schaefer is not getting sent down.
Why? What is the stat line right now?
He played 26.5 minutes today.
Oh my God, is he on the first pair?
Did anyone else play that many minutes? Holy cow! No one even played close to that. Who was his defensive partner?
I'm opening up Puckpedia right now. I know he's great, but what is going on? Overview. Depth chart, maybe. Here we go. Oh, Tony D'Angelo, I believe. Or no, he's on the second pair. Romanov's with D'Angelo. He's with Scott Mayfield.
Scott Mayfield only played 16 minutes.
So he must be on like power play 1 and penalty kill 1.
Wow. So Matthew Schaefer, certified big leaguer.
Well, good for him.
Congratulations, Schaefer, on making it to the big leagues. Hero Z, I'm the biggest Carolina fan in this chat.
Oh,
right.
That's my buddy from Canada.
Are you guys gonna let him say that? Like, you guys better. You can't let that happen. You guys gotta show who the biggest Craziac in the group is. Sorry, Sean, but we can't let some Canadian prove to be the biggest Carolina Hurricanes fan.
I mean, come on, guys. Gang up. Let's go. I don't know. Sorry. I was going to go on a rant, but then I was like, I got nothing to
I got nothing to rant about.
I got nothing to ranting in.
Could definitely rant about that.
You know what? Here, you want to do like a cool little segment here? I saw like an Instagram a post about it, but like teams that you, other than the Canes, because of players that you're like, oh, I'd love to watch that. So like Brent Burns on Colorado.
1500th career NHL game.
What a guy,
dude! Congrats, Brett Burns, man. Like, I'm honored to have had you on the team that I cover, and to get to post your graphic a few times. Hope you're tearing it up over in Colorado with Natchez and Drury. At this point, it seems that the Avalanche are becoming the old retired Hurricanes, or the old Hurricanes club.
Yeah.
But I mean, congrats on 1,500 games. Congrats on finding a roster spot on another just otherworldly good competitive team. Honestly, what looks to be the best team in the Central.
Yeah.
We shall see, though. I believe at some point soon they do. Oh, never mind. They did play the Avs already.
He's
or
on
not
the
Avs.
eh?
The Stars.
The Stars? Yeah.
They did play the Stars already. Obviously, I think those are the 2 top teams in the Central.
Actually, though, have you seen the Minnesota Wild? Matt Boldy and Kirill Kaprizov, 12 points in 2
It's
games.
not Kaprizov, bro.
What?
It's Kirill Kaprizov. It's Kaprizov.
Kaprizov. Oh, my bad. But 12 points in 2 games between the two. Isn't that insane?
Yeah, and they
4
lost.
goals, 8 assists.
They
That's
lost
insane.
7-3 to Columbus, or 7-4.
To Columbus?
Who?
How are they doing this season?
Huh?
How are they
Actually,
doing
no,
this season?
I can't say because I would spoil it. Make sure, guys, to check out the upcoming video where I release my entire NHL prediction. All 32 teams I talk about in that video. In 7 minutes, too.
Ooh,
Everyone's
guys, you really
covered.
gotta see it.
Everyone's got... I did it by division. Everyone's ranked 1 through 8. Quick spoiler. I did say Boston was going to be the worst team in the league with 59 points this season. They already have 6. I'm in trouble there.
Get ready to eat those words, buddy.
You know what? And I even checked the video where I predicted 5 risers and 5 sinkers. And there's a huge spike in viewership when I talk about the Boston Bruins. So I am positively certain that if they win a couple more games in the next couple weeks, I'm not going to hear the end of it. That's okay.
mean,
Things happen.
well, hold on though. We're like about some teams are 4 games in. We're pretty easy right now. Still plenty of season left for them to, go down. But I mean, they are pretty good right now. Pretty hot.
San Jose has looked pretty good so far. Compared to expectations. I don't know who the worst team in the league is at this point. I really don't.
Buffalo, they are just
yeah. You know
garbage.
Yep.
They went 2 games without scoring a goal, I believe.
Yep.
And it was just
Buffalo's bad.
Real bad. Have Tage Thompson on the fantasy team, and he's done absolutely nothing.
He scored you a goal today.
Oh, he did. Oh, well, thank you, Tage. I appreciate that.
McKinnon scored me 2.
Well, there we go.
And Nate just had apples on both of them.
Oh, that's great. I am playing against the guy with him.
I have the Natchez McKinnon stack in fantasy on the competitive league in which I'm currently 1-0 in, baby.
Wait,
I'm coming for you guys.
Double back, and I haven't known too much information about the Craziacs Fantasy League. How is that all going?
So today starts week 2 of the fantasy league. Obviously, half the teams are 1-0 and half the teams are 0-1. Currently, the team managed by yours truly, named Ain't No Hella Buck Girl, is 1-0. And dude, let me read off this roster for you. I auto drafted, by the way, because I didn't want any competitive advantage in our fantasy league. But I did
ended
decide
up with McKinnon, Nechis, and Hellebuck.
All right, so we're just gonna hang on. We're gonna read off my lineup here because this team is juiced. McKinnon, Natchez, John Tavares, Jesper Bratt, Dylan Holloway, Kevin Fiala, Evander Kane, Jake DeBrusk, Nick Schmaltz, Jacob Chikrin, Jared Spurgeon, Owen Power, Philip Hronik, Cam Fowler, Alex Ovechkin, Cole Caulfield, Frank Vetrano, Cutter Gauthier, Noah Hannafin, Blake Coleman, Cam York, UC Saros, and Stuart Skinner.
What a team. Good Lord.
My forwards are incredible.
The forwards are like the best in the league.
My defense is terrible. And I've got Stuart Skinner.
You got Saros, though.
I do, and Saros has been a dog. I think Nashville's like 2-1 right now, and Saros in both of their wins has like 35 saves and only 1 goal allowed.
You know, speaking of GOATs, Joey Daccord from Seattle. Shout out him. He's cooking right now.
Seattle's undefeated too. I also had them as a bottom feeder. I
had them on the mix, but
all right. I am #1 Hurricanes fan in this world. I've been watching them for 21 years, following every game in their personal lives. They are all I care about. 1997 to 2015 Hurricanes trivia. I would beat anyone. Is that true?
Should we do it? Wait, hold on. This gives me an idea. Should we do a trivia night with fans?
That would be fun.
What do y'all think? Put in the chat real quick.
Yeah, everyone that's watching the video now, put in chat if you want to do like a random Hurricanes trivia night where we each come up with a couple questions to ask you guys. And I don't know what top prize gets, maybe like a crisp high five, but if we ever meet you in person, probably not from Sean because it'll be tough to meet him in person.
One day.
You know what though? If you guys get us, all right, we got to set this here.
Okay, I'm dialed in.
What subscriber count do we need to get to for Sean to come to a game this season?
Wait, are we asking them or me?
I'm asking you.
No,
No, because they're gonna say like 350, and you're gonna have to come in like 10 days.
Okay, well, from a like finances standpoint, I might be able to come at the end of November.
Really?
So, end of November, maybe early December.
I know we talked about doing that.
Is it too much to say? But if we can get to 500 subscribers, I'll come down, I'll go to a game, and might interact with some of the fans here. If I see you at the game.
Oh my gosh, hold on. We just had something huge happen in fantasy. I don't know what it was though. We just got
trivia.
We got 4 points. Oh, it looks like Jared Spurgeon scored a goal.
Holy. Hey, your defense doesn't suck that bad, does it? You know,
Nah,
speaking of defense...
I'm going against the guy who led the league in scoring last week, though. You want to hear this guy's
Lord.
team?
Let's hear it.
Draisaitl, Stamkos, Jason Robertson, Carter Verhaeghe, Jonathan Marchessault, Sam Bennett, Anton Lundell, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Elias Lindholm, Seth Jones, Charlie McAvoy, Gustav Forsling, Drew Doughty. Is that Jake Middleton? Yes. Taylor Hall, Darnell Nurse, Jacob Trouba, Matthias Ekholm, Michael Backlund, Calvin Pickard, Igor Shesterkin, Frederick Anderson.
Oh my, he's winning the league, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's
Tyler
insane.
is, I mean, hold up. There was a goal scored in the Flyers game.
It was Zegras with a pass, apparently.
It was
Like a long pass.
Sean Couturier.
Hey, great name.
Sean Couturier, one of those two. Phillies up 3-2 with 4 minutes left in the game.
Philly playoffs? Question mark. Was it too
Flyers?
early to say? I was gonna say, speaking of like defensemen from Minnesota, when you're talking about Spurgeon, guys, don't pick up Brock Faber. He's a great defenseman, but Minnesota's GM Bill Guerin is not using him right. They're playing him as a defensive defenseman as his role, when this guy is clearly offensive minded, like an ex Erik Karlsson type of build, and they're playing him like Jacob Middleton. I'm sorry, but why are you making this guy a shutdown guy when he's got an incredible shot and just he makes plays? Like, let the guy play defense. Let him play as like an offensive defenseman.
It looks like Hurricanes trivia is a like smash hit actually.
I think we might have to do it one night.
Yeah, we'll have to get Jack in here too, to do that one. But yeah, I don't think we could offer a prize, but we could definitely do it. And also, I would like to talk about the scheduling of the live streams because I feel like I have something set where this ends up working good. So during this season, I want to stick with Mondays for our live streams. We'll do Mondays that we do not have games. So if we have a game, what?
My hockey's on Mondays.
Starting when?
It's been started.
You've been here on Mondays.
Yeah, it's just they sometimes later in the day. Like my next Monday, I have a game at 10
p.m.
Yeah. I have to be in. If anybody knows where it is in Ontario, because I'm still trying to figure it out. Amesbury, wherever that is.
What just happened?
Is the stream okay?
Um,
Stream says it's live, I think.
I have no idea what just happened there. I think the computer like crashed for a second.
Jeez, that is
We are still live though.
okay, good. I'm just checking.
Looks like there was a bit of a buffer.
Okay. Yeah, everything the quality oh. Yeah, it's just in the stream it looks like it just chopped a few times, so not too bad.
We're all good.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys.
Alrighty, we're back. But
Absolutely
yeah, I think
back.
most Mondays I should be okay. It's just actually here. Hold on. I'll
Well,
get
the
my
reason
schedule.
I say Mondays is because on on Tuesdays and Thursdays, a lot of the time are hockey games. We'll be playing most Tuesdays and Thursdays.
So I should be able for most Mondays, but
If you miss a couple days, that's completely fine.
and if I have to, I'll hop in the podcast when I'm in the dressing room.
That would certainly be something else.
Yeah, that'd be pretty bad.
Let's not do that. Maybe audio only if you're going to.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't have my camera on. That'd be horrible.
That would be awful. All right, let me.
Okay, here we go. Mondays.
Short intermission. I'm gonna see what's wrong with this system here because I think the YouTube's being choppy again.
Oh well, yeah.
Nope, blacked out again.
Oh,
Oh wait, I think we're good. I think my charger had gotten unplugged, which set my laptop to not power stream mode, which we definitely want to be on.
we definitely need that. Yeah.
It's on the battery preset on this thing's not great, but when it's plugged in, it does really good. So, all right, I want to check it. I want to do a score update here. Oh, Florida's done.
What happened?
The score is 5-2. The Florida Panthers have been eliminated from the 82-0 chase, which leaves Carolina and Dallas, and Seattle as the only teams left in the undefeated chase. Two teams you would have expected to be there, and one team you most certainly would not have.
Huh. Is there a way to save a print thing?
Save a print thing.
Sorry, the words are not coming out. I'm just trying to download my schedule so I can give you it here.
Oh, you can just give that to me later, dog.
Okay.
All right.
Because Mac is being confusing.
It is
Anyways,
currently 9:45, so I'm going to open the floor up to questions from the audience members. Those of you that are left after the unfortunate stream goofs that kind of messed the stream up.
now guys, we need to get 10 more likes here so we can get that post of Seth Jarvis' signature on his forehead on the Craziac account. So run those numbers up, guys.
Run the likes numbers up. If we get 10 likes on this stream, I will post a picture of Seth Jarvis signing my forehead. All right.
I'm seeing if there's any questions here.
Invite me to the podcast while I'm hungover after my hockey game Sunday. Woo.
The woo sent me.
No, it's woo.
Woo.
I think we've got some good. We're gonna have some guests lined up at some point.
For sure.
You said next Monday you're probably out.
Next Monday at 10, I have a hockey game. And Silky. Okay, by the way, Silky's on my hockey team as well.
Is that
That's
Hero
how
Z?
I met him. Pardon?
Is that Hero Z?
No, no, no. Silky.
Oh, he's the other guy that might be a
Yeah,
guest.
he's on TikTok. If sorry, I'm not trying to promote, but I mean,
You can
if you want,
promote.
he's pretty good with. He's really good with like league wide news, and he's pretty knowledgeable. He's like another version of me, but a Habs fan is what I said.
At least you root for the right team.
Yeah, of
Although
course.
the Habs are going to be good this year.
Oh, for sure.
Speaking of Habs, I'm glad you brought that up. Shout out to the general manager of the Montreal Canadiens for locking Lane Hudson down on an 8 by 8.5 or 8.85,
Yeah.
one of the two.
Yeah, 8.5. Yeah.
Generationally great contract if he pans out.
I mean,
he won the
considering his
Calder
rookie
last year.
season, yeah.
And was, I think, did he set the record for rookie defenseman points?
I believe, yeah. It was either league wide or it was franchise. It was one of the two.
I mean, you're doing that for the most storied franchise in all of hockey, so.
Yeah, so I mean, like that's pretty damn good.
I mean, dude, the Canadians look good, dude.
Fun to watch too.
I have them as the one of the best teams in the Atlantic.
And people still were sleeping on them, putting them on like near the bottom of the barrel. I think it was one of the hockey outlets I watch on Instagram. It put the Habs at like number well, there's 8 teams in each one, right? So they put them at like 7, I believe. Yeah, and they had Leafs 1, and then they had Buffalo at like 5. And I'm like, dude, this is not panning out. And they had Detroit at 8, which I mean, they had a rough few games. But also, hold on, speaking of rough few games, Vasilevsky, he had a horrible game the other night. What was it, 6 goals against? It was more than 4.
Tampa does not look great. We might actually be looking at the end of Tampa's dynastic run.
Which is insane to me.
Maybe we'll get the double whammy and the Florida dynastic run will end after they lost to the Flyers tonight.
Fingers crossed.
No more Florida. But you know what, though? Hey, now that Florida's lost, you know what that means?
It's our time.
In the Hockey Guys power rankings, the Canes should be number 1.
Let's go, baby.
Shout out the Hockey Guy. Please collab with us at some point. We would love that.
I was going to bring it back here to Lane Hudson.
Mm-hmm.
So he signed, I know it's not that much of a difference, but 8 for 8.5. But Jackson Lacombe was extended for an 8-year, $9 million deal. Now, I'm sorry, but I don't think he's worth that much. And if you've got Hudson getting paid 8 for 8.5, he is miles better than Lacombe, in my opinion.
So, and this wraps back to us, too, because we still have to pay Alexander Nikishin. So
what does that mean?
Hudson signing that 8.5 is probably a good sign. Because, I mean, that means if Nikishin ends up being good, not great, he gets paid 7, maybe 8, based off of Lane Hudson being the Calder winner and one of the best rookie defensemen in recent memory. I think Jackson Lacombe that's just insanity, dude.
And people were telling me that's a steal, but if you look at Hudson's, you know what I mean? That's so much of an overpay for me. But the other hand, too, maybe they did this just because of the Mason McTavish jargon that happened this offseason. But even then, like, really, $9 million? He hasn't even proved himself yet. Like, and he has 0 points right now. I get it's only been 2 games, but
Alexander Nikishin has 2 points. Just throwing that out there.
point per game player. 82 points this season, I'm telling
82
you.
points for Alexander Nikishin, breaking the rookie defenseman point record again.
100%.
Shattering it, if anything. But I mean, let's talk about a guy who has been the most elite of scorers to start the season for the Hurricanes. Seth Jarvis. He's done it in all types of ways. He's had game tying goals. He's had 2 game winners and an empty netter. You've had a
Special, baby.
break the tie with 3 minutes left against Jersey on a beautiful tip after he hit like 4 posts in 5 shots. Had the empty netter, of course, and then came into the Philadelphia game and scored the overtime winner on a ripped rocket that he probably learned from a guy named Bradley Nadeau from the preseason.
Go.
But, I mean, just 3 goals in 2 games. First Carolina Hurricanes player in franchise history to have the game winner on both the first 2 games of the season.
Let's make it 3, Jarvie.
Anyway, as long as someone picks up that game winner.
That's on the Canes, at least.
Hurricane Grimm's praying for Tampa downfall. Aren't we all? Like, is anybody actually enjoying... Like, does anybody actually want Tampa to win right now?
I just want the whole state of Florida, man. Get them out of there.
Yeah. It'd be great to have, if we have to, have the Battle of Florida in the playoffs in the first round. Just so we can dump a Florida team. Maybe Tampa will win. I mean, at this point, I'd rather see Tampa than, like, the Panthers, bro.
Yeah, I think all of us would.
But based off the looks of it so far this season, it's absolutely not happening.
Yeah, no.
Another interesting story, speaking of scoring goals, Pavel Dorofeyev.
Oh, yeah.
5 goals in 3 games, including a hat trick in game 1 for the
Insane.
1-0-2 Vegas Golden Knights.
Well, how's Marner doing out there, by the way? Because he's on the top line with Eichel.
Eichel was leading the league in points at one point. I don't know if he still is. I think he's. I think there's some settling in to be done there.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! YouTube updated and said we finally have excellent condition for the stream.
Yay!
Took long enough.
I was gonna say you said Bradley Nadeau a little earlier, but want to shed some light on some NCAA hockey. Josh Nadeau from the University of Maine, absolutely killing it right now. Please, we need to get this guy. We need to sign him. 2 goals, 2 games. He's got wheels. I was watching a bit of the game the other day. God, the Nadeaus, they're great hockey players. We need both of them. It's like the Sedin twins.
What's the Penn State guy's name?
McKenna?
No, the other one. The one that we have.
Oh, Charlie Serrato.
Yes. He leads the NCAA in points.
Yeah, I probably should have shouted at him first.
Charlie Serrato, man, let's freaking go.
And he was an overager in the draft, too, because he's 20.
So, I mean, W's all around. He will definitely be a Chicago Wolf next year.
Sorry, 11 points in 4 games, 3 of those being goals, 8 assists.
And he's
averaging 2.75 a game. That's insane.
I mean, he is playing with Gavin McKenna, but like, you don't score 3 points a game by being just with Gavin McKenna. If that's the case, then Ryan Nugent-Hopkins would have like 180 points a season.
That's true. And not to, downplay Gavin McKenna because he's a great hockey player, but he's only got 5 points in 4 games, 4 assists, 1 goal. I know these skill levels a little bit higher than, out in the WHL, but am I the only person that's, also he's got a -4 for plus minus, McKenna. And, I know he's going to probably go first overall. I mean, there's no doubt about it, but he's not doing as hot as I thought he would. I don't know if that's just me.
Yeah, the NCAA it's not like the NCAA is not the AHL. The AHL is far better than the NCAA.
Mm-hmm,
so,
100%.
Yeah, I mean, Charlie Serrato out here outplaying Gavin McKenna.
And I get he's 3 years older than him, but this is supposed to be generational talent. He
Yeah,
put up 129 points in 56 games for Medicine Hat last season.
I know we've said this about here's the problem. Generational talent. In the last 4 drafts, we've had 3 generational talents. I'm including next year's draft in this.
Yeah.
McKenna, Bedard, and Celebrini cannot all be generational talents. That defeats the purpose of the word generational. Like, generational talent, in my mind, if we're thinking generational talent, the last true generational talent drafted, Connor McDavid. Before that.
Wait, hold on. There's a case to be made for Cale Makar, though, in his draft.
But he wasn't, I mean, he was good and he was drafted high, but he was not like, I'm talking like pre-draft, immediately labeled as generational. I feel like Cale Makar was labeled
Oh, no, he was a nobody before the draft.
No, he wasn't a nobody, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Makar
No. Cale Makar, he played for some junior Alberta league. And then he got picked up for the World Juniors and tore it up, and then that's what put him on the map.
Yeah, Makar was drafted 4th overall, so he was he was a good prospect.
Yeah.
But not the generational label we've put on some other guys.
Yeah, like
and
McDavid's insane.
I don't know, dude. Like, do we think Bedard or Celebrini are generational? And if so, which one?
I still think Bedard gets too much hate. He's playing with nobodies. And they're getting better. Granted, Chicago's getting better. And Ryan Donato, I have no idea why he re-signed in Chicago. All roads led to him going somewhere else, getting a big payday. But he chose to stay. So mad respect to him. But they need to get Bedard help because he is an incredible player. And
Tavo's a great player too. Frank Nazar has been good for them.
Yeah, he's been really good.
So, and then the Sharks, obviously. I mean, the Sharks have been all right this year. I think they've lost both of their games in overtime.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that funny story, I don't know if you heard about this, but when the Sharks picked up Carey Price, Tyler Toffoli was in on it with Price's wife, and because Toffoli and Price are best friends, and they pranked all the rookies, and I think it even got to some of the management, that everybody thought Carey Price was going to come back and be the starting goaltender for the Sharks this year. And then they just pranked them all. It was so funny. I saw it and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. But yeah, no, the Sharks, they've been pretty good, all things considered.
All right, guys. I'm going to open the floor up to questions one more time. We are going to answer those questions, and then we are going to sign off for the night. So go ahead and get your last questions in. Go ahead and do that now.
Oh, there's the chat.
I really like the Canes trivia idea, actually. I think that'll be a lot of fun.
Now, I don't know. Should we try and do like different sections, like more recent ones, like more recent history, and then even throw in some like harder questions of like from like a little further away, like the 06 team.
Well, some people will know it, some people won't. So
yeah, because I don't want to make it. I don't want to have too many hard questions that don't make it fun, but definitely some questions like, oh, what's Sebastian Aho's nickname? There's just some easy ones to throw the ball up. You know what I mean?
Fishy.
And I don't know. I think we have some fun questions in there like that.
Yeah. That'll be a good time.
Even, I don't know how many of our iconic Craziacs moments we have. We could even do a couple fun questions like that.
Yeah. Actually, I've got some Craziac questions we could do.
Let
us know, guys. Do we want to do? Let's do Kane. Let's do Kane's trivia, and then maybe at like some point during the season we'll do Craziac's trivia.
I think so.
And
give us a little more time.
What we'll do with the Craziacs trivia, for those of you that are consistent live stream viewers, may or may not, drop some of the answers in these live streams, so you guys know. Keandre Miller stats prediction: 82 goals, 82 goals, no assists, plus like 40. And the best defenseman in the league. Next question.
Winning the Norris.
Yes. No, not really. Realistically, 40 to 50 point defenseman. Great offensively. Progressively gets better defensively. And eventually works his way up maybe into the top power play unit if we see more offense like we saw in game 1. Clearly a second pair defenseman at this point. Definitely not going under the third line. Moving up to the first pairing now, actually, now that Jacob Slavin's out. But overall, I feel like he's a higher upside Brady Shea. Ironic, given the comparison of two guys who both got traded from New York.
Sorry, my dad just texted me like 4 times in a row.
You in trouble?
No, everything's fine. But I got this new. He's just really wanting me to test out this new, like, dryer for hockey equipment. I know it's weird, but it was my birthday like a couple days ago, so I was just getting it in. And I got my wish. Kane's winning at home.
Kane's won on opening night. Happy birthday to Sean.
I just need to win a cup. That's all I need.
I'm going to do one last check-in on fantasy just to see how we're doing. Oh, the Devils scored again. Was it Jesper Bratt by chance? No, it was not.
Who was it?
I don't know, but it was not Jesper Bratt. Chicago's up 1-0 on Utah.
Oh, Utah is, I'd say, a fun team, but I expected more from JJ Peterka.
Ilya Mikheyev scored.
Oh, he plays on the Devils now?
No, he plays on Chicago.
Oh, the Chicago game.
And then Columbus did score before the game ended. All right, final tab on fantasy for the day, just so you Craziacs out there can hear how it's going. Actually, let me look at my fantasy football because it was looking decent earlier. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. No way.
What?
I might actually win my fantasy football matchup this week. I am 0-5 right now. In fantasy
this is big
football.
News.
What do I need to happen? Like, is this over?
I'm just still looking.
All right, it's 115.52 to 110.9. My opponent has Matt Prater and Josh Allen. Ooh, there's 5 minutes left in the game. And it looks like they're down. They're down to the Falcons. So if Josh gets in there and scores a game-winning touchdown, I'm probably cooked.
This is kind of cool.
I've also got DeAndre Swift, though.
I just purchased a Jackson Dart jersey from Ole Miss. I was going to get a Giants one, but they all kind of looked pretty ugly. So I went with the Ole Miss.
Bro, Noah would be so angry hearing you say that.
I'm sorry. I'm a Broncos fan. Sue me. But
43-8. Go Hawks, baby. Best football game ever. And on that note, guys, we are going to end the stream here while Sean is sad because he remembered how bad his team lost in Super Bowl 48.